Not too long ago I took that load of scrap to Wadena and I stopped in Eagle Bend and picked up some barrels from the beekeeper cousins. And I'll show you the plans for those in a minute. And then of course I came back, I finished up the rails and I delivered them using my trailer. And then once I delivered those to be painted, I picked these up. And then after that I went and installed those other railings after the construction crew painted them. Kind of a complex way I do things, and that's kind of something I want to touch on today. That's something I do a lot of. You see it's raining today, so I can't do the cement work to install those clothesline poles. So it's a great day to work inside the shop instead. And that's kind of what I do. If it's raining, I'll work in here, but that's one of the reasons why I didn't do any blacksmithing videos this past week. The weather was great. I had those railings to finish and get out. So that's kind of how this works. I have rainy day stuff, which are the production pieces and the custom work. And then I have fair day stuff, which are the construction projects and the railings, the clothesline poles, all that stuff. And then it works out well because sometimes I don't have all the materials to get something done. So while I'm waiting for that stuff to come in, I can be working on something else. That's why it looks like I stop and start all these different projects. Before I forget, I'll show you the footage of me installing that. Before I forget, I'll show you the highlights of installing those railings from last night. I've just finished installing these two railings. I'll go show you the other one in a minute. But first I have to introduce you to my new production manager. Is he awake? Oh, he's sleeping. This is Liam Jarvis Beatty. He's my firstborn son. He just hatched 3 days ago. So he's really cute. My wife walked over here to see me work. But yeah, I'll go show you that other railing now. Here's the other railing for the concession stand. It's 16 feet long. Get down the length of it. I secured it with, what is it, 2 bolts per leg. So yeah, that should keep people from falling off here in the dark during a football game. Today's project's going to start off with one of these barrels I got. It's really hard to fit a hungamunga in this little 5-gallon bucket. It just doesn't fit in there very well. When I'm grinding, it gets hot. So I'm going to cut the top out of this drum, and I looked for I price checked the little dollies for rolling them around. I'm not going to pay $100 for them. I'm just going to build one. I've got casters on this little toolbox here, and got some random pieces of steel laying around. So I'm going to fabricate a dolly for this, put it on it, and then cut the top out and fill it full of water, and that'll be my new slack tub. Here's a close-up of the weld pattern. Just stitch welds. And then there's the little tabs that hold it on the sides to keep it from sliding off. I'm going to roll it over and cut the top out. We'll add just a bit more water. There's some oil floating on top, but that'll eventually go away, and as I'm grinding, it'll probably keep parts from rusting. A little bit of antifreeze from my old slack tub in there too to keep it from freezing, as my shop's not heated by anything but the cord. I'm only going to go to that rib right there because then it doesn't slosh if I do push it too hard. But as it sits, it rolls. I mean, there's a little bit of effort, but it stays put. And then, like I said, the hunga-munga will fit in there. I can get a good dip, cool it off quickly, instead of trying to fight with a bucket.